These two small town people made their way to the University of Texas, and it changed their lives forever. And they have spent a lifetime now of paying back and giving back. They're in this together. They work together to make good things happen.
What has been clear by their conduct is they care about a legacy of people.
In his guidance for our members of our Board of Trustees, and in his commitment, he personifies the mission, if you will, of the foundation upon which he sits.
The mission of the Law School Foundation is to promote and help the University of Texas School of Law be the best law school that it can possibly be.
Made up by some of the finest legal minds around the state of Texas, and frankly now spread throughout the United States.
Joe is a very unusual but very successful lawyer.
We practice in the same area in the banking and savings and loan administrative field, and regularly and frequently had cases opposite each other, and I was on the other side of the table from him.
When he got into the private practice of law, he was a creative person making things happen. He was a deal maker.
I'm one that can tell you what a heck of a lawyer he is. He sometimes was better than I wish he were.
During the period of time since I met Joe and Terry, you don't meet Joe without meeting Terry, which is another of life's delights, I might add. From the time I have come on the Board of Trustees, Joe has always been one of the guiding forces among the trustees with respect to tightening up, bringing our foundation, if you will, into the kind of the 21st century.
I think the Law School Foundation is critically important because it does for the law school some of the things the law school can't do for itself.
We endow scholarships, Excellence in Teaching Awards, we endow professorships, we endow chairs.
Everyone, I think, has been touched in some way by either a faculty member who is there because of the Longs, or have been like me, helped personally at some point.
Their footprints are all over the campus of the University of Texas, and nearly all of it is in scholarships because they want to open the doors of opportunity for that next generation.
My third year of law school happened to be the year when the economy really tanked.
People were losing jobs, having their jobs delayed, things like that.
They called in the spring of my 3L year and let me know that they were rescinding all their offers and had actually had to let some of their own attorneys go. Here I am sitting last semester of law school, all the on-campus interviews have already passed, and I didn't have a job.
I work in career development at the law school, and I have the privilege of administering the Long Career Lunch program. The way the program works is that students identify a host organization that they want to work for after they graduate. Once they've secured an unpaid internship, they apply for this program to support that work with a stipend, a generous stipend from the Longs.
It was incredibly rewarding to be working with the clients that I worked with at Legal Aid. These were clients who weren't able to find legal representation elsewhere because it can be very expensive.
It wasn't just something that benefited me. Those 400 or 500 or 600 hours that I worked with the Domestic Relations Office in late 2009, I know was invaluable for them.
The pro bono services of the graduates of that program and the beneficiaries of that program is in the many millions of dollars. That has probably been the best return on investment of any contribution that's ever been made to the Law School Foundation.
$30 million of legal services, that's huge. But I think it's important to think about what it really means. These legal hours that we're talking about are hours that the clients couldn't afford, and so they just wouldn't exist.
Power couple is a term that does describe them. They have a compatible array of interests.
Joe and Terry's philanthropy isn't just big for our school or our students, but it's really made an impact across the world.
The fact that the current directors want to name Joe Long a lifetime trustee just tells you he's made his mark on the foundation like he's made his mark so many times in so many different areas.
What a pleasure it has been for me and for the foundation to honor you, Terry, and you, Joe, with a lovely evening and a tribute tonight. But it is a small way only of thanking you for your enormous support for such a very long period of time.
Joe and Terry Long, thank you for your support of this important program. I get to be the person to award the students with these fellowships. Thank you for that opportunity.
Mr. Long and Dr. Long, I just wanted to say thank you so much for starting the Long Career Launch program. Here I am today, 10 years later, and the opportunity that you afforded me back then is still impacting and benefiting my career today.
We've never met, but you've impacted a kid from small town Texas in a way that he didn't even think was possible when he was growing up. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Terry and Joe, this is a wonderful evening for the two of you, and you richly deserve it. I'm proud of the foundation for doing it. I'm proud to be your friend, and I congratulate both of you.
I don't think the university or even the city of Austin has any more loyal or better or more generous friends than the two of you.